Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Last time we turned the metros on, which is apparently not here yet, but as you can see, there are some people waiting there. And you may think, well, we've done everything we can do in this game, right? Wrong. There's a lot more stuff to do, and one of the biggest things is this is not all working yet. So I would like to fix that. And then we can talk about the other challenges that we may face very, very soon, like electronics. I highly doubt it's surprising that our frame rate is not what it was before because the city is, well, large. But that is fine. We are playing currently at just the slowest game speed, which I think is something we will just have to do. And well, we'll survive. It'll be fine. I mean, the city is still pretty, but there's something weird going on with the city. And when this car arrives, wherever it's trying to go, look at how many people there are. This is great. I actually did change something about this station in particular, and another station. I'll probably have to tell you, let you know what that was. Why are you parked there? There shouldn't be anyone coming out of the heat exchanger, but oh well, that's fine. Whatever. It's nice and busy, and I like that a lot. So, yeehaw, thanks autosave. Cool. Let's look at things that are currently going on. I think overall, this is actually better than I expected. If we look at happiness, these two buildings are low, this one is low, but everything else is really, really high. And I already had one, well, really, really high, over 70%, which honestly is pretty good because my average is 74, and that's plenty. I did do a couple things. I went to this station and told the trains that are going this way, currently you're going here, to only unload people here, no longer load anyone there, meaning all the workers, all the passengers, all the students could have been picked up by this metro going that direction into the tunnel. But honestly, to do what? They have to go all the way around this loop to eventually get back into civilization, and then they still potentially have to go all, well, I think this one is actually in range of the school that we have sitting here, but as you can see, that's a really long distance, and more than likely, they will time out. They will hit their 4-hour limit there. So I told them not to do that anymore. I did the same thing here. We could go a little more extreme, so ideally, we would see nobody being on the metro anymore. Obviously, we're not seeing that. Something we could do, because I told them to load and unload, and honestly, I think I'm going to make that happen. The fourth station, it's on both directions. I'm just going to force a transfer. Now, sometimes that is bad. I made a video about that, why there is a problem with changing, with using the transfer options in some of these situations. It's not that one that I want. Because once you turn on the transfer station, I don't know which one. Once you turn off the transfer station, people will get on the metro or on the vehicle no matter what, because by that logic, there is something on the line that they care about. Luckily, it's the metro. There's something on the line that they care about no matter what. So what I really want is all the metros to just unload whatever they had, let them reset their travel distance, so they only go up north from both directions to do whatever they want to do. I hope that helps some of this 131 citizens who were unable to get food. I haven't lost a lot of people yet, but we only played, I think, a couple months, so it's not super surprising, but that is something I did here, and I think we have to keep playing with that. Another thing is currently, this is not super full, but let's look at this bus. This bus is full. The bus is full both directions that this is traveling, and there are only 3 buses currently on this line. That is not enough. If the bus is always full, there is almost a guarantee that we're not going to carry everyone all the time. What do we have here? Those are, yes, the cabins that we used before. Apparently, I bought enough at some point, and then I just forgot about them. I need the 135. This one, give me 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna double the line, and we're just gonna wait until they get here. We'll be fine. Cool. So that's another thing that we can do. What else is going on? Well, this. If I look at my accounting office, which tells me that I have 17,000 citizens, I think we lost about 1,000 now. It's not great. It's not terrible. Okay, just deal with it for now. But I only have 1,400 unemployed workers. Only 1,400. You know what that means? That's ridiculous because this city currently only supplies workers up to this industry. It supplies it via metro down here, and it supplies it via 2 trains that go from the central station, let's call it that, to this station, and that's fine. But how many workers do we actually use here? 500. Okay. 15, so we had 530 plus 250. So let's call it 300 plus 500, 800 times 3, because we have 3 shifts in a day, is 2,400 people, workers. We have 17,000 well, that's population. We have 11,000 productive age workers in this city. Okay, that's 12,000. I'm only using 2,800 over here. That is ridiculous. Even if we plan in these, that's just, and these are necessary industries. And actually, I will have to add another one. I'll show you why. We're still, this footpath is not there anymore. At some point I built a footpath here, and then I forgot that something happened, and then I didn't have it anymore. So, oops. Let's get that one connected again, get this one connected here, and then they can build it. Yeah, 2,800 people should only be used for that industry. The rest is hovering in here, and that is not good enough. So let's go through. No, let's not go through. We're going to figure this out later, but we also don't have a population currently that I want, so I would like to start expanding our city just a little bit. We already have a shopping center out here. We already have a shopping center here. Even though this looks like a pretty ugly place to live, I probably will only put some houses there and there. But to make this even, to turn this even on, I have to get some trams. I'm not building trams until I feel like I have enough metros. And right now, this metro is full. Yeah, 220 plus 220, a little more than that. 450 people. I'm saying that this metro is full, and there are still people on the platform, and that tells me I don't have enough metros currently running. Same thing the other way. When this one comes here, wouldn't be surprised if it also fills up. So that is not. I don't have enough metros yet, which also means I don't have enough a frequency. There are 2 extra metros that I could just throw in, but I'm just going to wait until 2 more show up. And that is fine. Sorry for moving around so much. So, yes, my metros are not fully set up, so I cannot start building trams. And I don't believe, and I'm gonna either be right or wrong, I don't believe I can't buy them here. I don't believe that I can buy tram. Ooh, I can buy trams here. Okay. I take back what I said earlier because it's obviously working. I would like to get trams. Yes, I can't. They cannot get here by themselves because they're electrified, but I should be able to find something that's nice. Well, that default sort doesn't work. I have this one, which one did I have a blueprint for? I have a blueprint for exactly that one, the 250, the KT8D5. Perfect. So that's the one that I want. Tram, KT8D5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's full. Oh, there's another problem in the customs house. There was a lot of stuff that I bought at some point. I have some hopper cars still left over. I have some heavy personal cars. Another hopper car. What I'm going to do, because I'm lazy and there's no good way to tell them what I want them to pick up, just going to get rid of that. I will buy one extra, where are you? One extra diesel locomotive. There you go. I really like this one now, so that's what we're going to buy. And then I'm going to get a bunch of trams and bring them over to our tram depot. Technically a tram depot. It's not really a tram depot, but you know what I mean. I have a tram. Yes, I do have a tram depot. I had to triple check there. I wasn't 100% sure anymore, but I do have what I need. There's our train. Apparently I have to send you to a... What? Excuse me? You. I would like you to go here. Oh, this depot is full. Okay, that's a different problem. I'll send you here. And then once you get there, I can tell you where I want you to go afterwards, which is move all the things around. And that'll be fine. So I will get some trams moving here ASAP while the metro's getting set up, which is actually great news because that's telling me I can start building around the tram line instead of being reliant on the buses that we have over here, which are not a good thing to use. I can use the tram lines, so we can actually start building around here. Before we build around there, though, we have to understand one more thing. Let's go look underground. 3 pipes connected here, 4 pipes connected here, 300, there's a large pipe, 300, 300, 300, and a small pipe, 100. That's 1,000. This one is currently connected to 900 cubic meters of heat. And if I want to build any more city in this whole blob, which ideally I would like to fill up, we're not going to have enough heat. So I have to figure out how to add a 3rd heating plant in this area, ideally in range of the bus stop, but it's not the end of the world if it isn't. I do have an extra piece of conveyor connection right there, so I'm hoping I can just use that, flip you around. I'm hoping this is a problem of terrain and nothing else, but honestly, I am not certain. But when I built this, I thought what I had was enough, but obviously, as you can see now, that wasn't the case. Let's see if we can back up the mountain just a little bit with all our excavators that we have here. Looks like that's working just fine. And let's try this again. Yes, T for turning you around. Put you right here, that's great. I want you on medium height. And perfect, that actually connects and it has some power. That's what we need. Now, do I have to think that at some point we may need another heating plant out here? Honestly, I don't have a good reasoning to say, no, that will never be the case. So what we're going to do is build this so that we could connect more. So I'm just going to do this one right here. I'm going to connect to the 2 conveyor connections that are pointing like to the front of it. And I'm going to leave the one that's in the back here free. I don't know that I'm going to need this, but I also don't know that I'm never going to need it. So here you go. Heating plant. Yes, we can just connect you right here. Obviously, because the game is the game that it is, it won't let me just connect the conveyor belt the way that I have it right now. It may actually force me to use... Oh, no, there you go. The game is totally great. It lets me do everything that I want to do all the time, every time on the first try. But this should be fine. Getting it set up expands our heating by enough. Not by everything that we will ever need, but by enough so that we can actually get things done here. So that looks fine. Do we have workers here? No, of course not, because this is not assigned to anyone. That makes sense. Rain. Let me see what happens, but honestly, I don't think we can. Can we handle the rain? Oh, we can handle the rain today. Ah, the city is pretty. Last time rain happened, we didn't have any frames per second, and I couldn't record it, and everything looked terrible, but this is fine. You know that rain actually slows down your streets in addition to everything else, and night does too, etc., etc. So this is actually something you have to be aware of. I like it. Cool. We'll probably lag in a little bit, but we'll survive. So let's plan out the next thing. Oh, that was fun. The rain just kind of fell down there at the end. Let's plan out the next thing. Well, let's build a city, well, a part of the city right here that looks like it's still connected to this thing, which it's not the only thing that I want to do. I also need to increase the unemployed worker numbers so I can actually build some more industries. And to do that, actually, let's do this. This is too full. 25 people should be more than enough there. Here, we don't need everyone to study. Give me 35 people, and I don't think I have any research left. Wonderful. This one, I don't want to mess with this too much, and well, this gives me 10 people back, 15 people, and this gives me 15 people. I don't want to mess with those numbers too much, because if they are not right, we have bigger problems. This one, 5 people, shouldn't matter. This one looks like it's overloaded because this is now the second large courthouse that we have in our republic. This guy, I'm pretty sure we're we have more people here than we require. What's this one doing? This one looks fine and is important enough. This one, yep, just reduce it as long as everyone gets taken care of. Don't take people out of your fire stations. That is silly. This is only 10 people for the water that we need. That should be fine. Let's reduce this to the same number. 30 people working here is ridiculous. 10 is more than enough. 90 people working here, also ridiculous. Let's give me 40. This one, totally working. The sewage that's overfilled is a problem, but it is trying to build that. So just be patient on that side. 30 people here is required. The bistro, of course. There are no or fewer waiters and chefs required to do something. Why is there no meat here? This meat wagon is sitting there. Do we not have meat? Nope, we have meat. Why? Where's... Oh, I'm assuming the problem is that the storage is only half of a ton. So you effectively, and I think it's the meat truck, you effectively have to bring meat out here every single time that you leave, which is, it's fine. It's just not sure how to do that more effectively. This kindergarten looks like it's very well used. The cinema, only 5 people. I don't think we need that. And then I have a couple shops around that I currently don't have workers in. And this one is overloaded for sure. 10 people should be fine. Ideally, oh, this is interesting. Currently no babies here. Ideally, that gives me back, I don't know, another 1,000 unemployed workers, which is still not enough. Like a steel mill, that's 1,500 workers that you need. This would not supply a steel mill, and this is a city of 17,000 people. That is slightly ridiculous, isn't it? Yes, I agree. Nobody's here because we don't have trams. I would love to turn on trams. Is my extra train here? Nope, it's just the other secondary trains that are currently sitting there. That's fine. There's a train coming. You have to make it to the depot the first time before I can actually use you. It's fine. I'll live with it. Anyways, it's too dark, isn't it? Let's just speed this up for just a second, and then it's going to be light again. Very nice. Cool. Let's plan out our next city. What is this? There's like a little ridge there. I would like... What do I like? What would I like? I would like this to get built yesterday. Make it faster. I don't know. Let's find a couple buildings that make sense in this area. I think medium. Medium is fine. Don't hate those. 73, 51. Let's turn off the mods for right now. Gosh, there's not a lot to choose from here. There's a lot more to choose from here. 127 is not humongous, and I like the style of these buildings. So how about we put a couple of these down in a pattern. Ooh. In this case, I'm actually gonna go to the much hated or loved, depending on which side of the fence you're on, grid, and straighten these out just with these buttons a little bit so I can actually do something that may look semi-attractive. Do I want you there? I think I want you there. That's the same. And that's the same. I'm trying to make it so that the footpaths don't interfere with the building next to them. And I think I'm doing that right here. Right here. And now it looks like a... What are they? Carts. Yes. Like a card game where you have clubs. Yes, that's the English word for it. Card games of clubs where they're just arranged kind of this way. I did thing. Want them on the straight line. That one goes there. And, yes. These two feel out of just wrong place, wrong time. Let's see. Is that one? Yep, that one looks better. That one looks better. And then this is where the super lives. Cool. I think I have one more spot right here and one more spot right here. That's not a real spot. That's not a real spot. I probably right here. Yes, that is fine. And then there's no more room there. I mean, it's pretty obvious what I'm trying to do here, right? I hope it is. all these people need to go to work. And they are going to wait at this. Ooh, there's something I did not consider. They will be in range of this for a footpath, right? If I put a footpath from there to about here, 240 meters. Yeah, if I make a relatively straight footpath, they will be in range to that. But they should also, they should also be in range of this. So if you're in range of 2 metro stations plus a tram, you should be able to figure it out, because they're not supposed to go to places where the platforms are overfilled. So we'll just see how this goes. I should probably pre-plan my footpaths. I don't completely hate that, but I don't completely love it either. Now we're using the same angle on the curves, so this should be relatively similar. Not the same, but similar. Now this is the hard one. You have to make this look nice too, but honestly, I don't care that much. I do care, but not that much. Can we get through here? Yes, we can. Can we get through here? Yes, we can. I am trying to make this so that this one is the only one that's wrong. I am trying to make this so that the other house connections can be used. And I think we are pretty close to done with all of that. Let's make this one our main connection that connects out to here. There's a power line that's in the way there. That's why it was a little funky. That looks pretty alright, I gotta say. This one can just connect straight to there, which means this one needs a connection, and now everything is kind of connected to that. That is also okay. You go through here, connect that one, take this one back just a little bit, give me a footpath. This is not bad. This is not bad. I imagine it looking a lot worse. I almost kind of like this. Make this actually connect here, and then you just angle in that. Yeah, no, this is fine. Besides this one crossing here, this is not bad in any way, shape, or form. Can you go through all of this? Yes, you can. Beautiful. That is great. Yes, I don't think we want this one then. I think we want this because it's a little more direct. As you can see, there's only one footpath connection right there that we can use. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get you connected. Let's get you connected. Yes, this is great. We're gonna put some plants in here. I don't know what yet, but some plants will show up in here and it will look really nice. That's good. That's good. Why not connect that guy? Definitely connect to this because that'll be important. It won't hurt to have a hospital connection that is reachable by foot. So we're just going to add that here. Reuse that crossing that we already have. That is nice. What am I forgetting? I think that is fine. Build it. No utilities there, of course, because that's what we're doing. I do need a city. Give me a great city name. This is Krasna. Okay, sure, why not? Nobody moved in yet. Thank you. How's it going over here? It is adequate, I think. That's fine. How is our happiness? Has not moved. How's the happiness in these buildings? Now you should know that the overlays are not consistent. Sometimes they are higher, sometimes they are lower than the numbers that you see inside the building. 59%, 56%, you see what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be, what is it? The number that you see here is the number for the whole building all the time. The number that you see here is the number for the current occupancy. It could also be the other way around. I'm not 100% sure. But there you go. Do you have anyone on board? No, you're not supposed to have anyone on board, so that's good. But as you can see, we are missing workers, missing people. We have one extra one done, one extra metro, but we need one more, and then I can throw them on the lines. We could throw them on the line right now, but I just don't want to. Okay, set up this stuff. You go out here. Don't click anything, otherwise you're not going to pick up the wagon that you want. And bring everything down here, and I just have to tell that multiple times. Cool. How's stuff over here? We have some people waiting there. We have 4 passengers on board, apparently. That's neat. Yeah, I think this is a sign that this little setup over here is actually functional. I did buy some cars for these guys. But yeah, there's not a lot of stuff that these guys don't get. Out of 21 people, 2 at most don't get what they wanted. That is a lot better average than what we had here, 157 citizens without food. They should all be getting food, they're just not going to the right places, I guess. And we can adjust that. We can address that by having them go here and then getting food there. You don't have a power supply. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Where's your power supply? You are out there, so I just need something in this general area. But we're not turning that area on, we're turning this area on. Exactly, buildings without power supply. I don't know if that's a problem. Probably shouldn't be. There's power right here. Get power from the line that you're connected to. I know that's not how it works. All right, how many power substations and etc. do we need for this setup? Probably a few, I have no idea, but there's, as usual, a really easy way to look at what we need. Max power consumption per day. 15 megawatts, which is 254 kilowatt per substation. Sure. So 4 of these is 1 megawatt. 8 of these is 2 megawatt, and the substation can do 2.3 megawatts. So 8. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cool. 2 substations should cover all of this, which is neat. Are you already covered? You are already covered by that guy. Yeah, so if we put 1 more somewhere in this general vicinity and 1 close to this guy, we get everything covered that we care about, which is not a bad place to be. Let's do 1 there and 1. Yeah, sure, why not? Obviously, when we build more things later on, we also have to cover those, which we will get there when we get there. Get those built. Yes. 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 There you go. Now they can do something productive, hopefully. Okay, let's get some power lines in there. Where do we get power from? There are a couple pylons, a couple connections up there, 3 connections down here, several down there, and then a lot more over here. As you noticed with the drive-by, this didn't work the way that I wanted it to work, because I have my power connections here, and I ran them through here, and then I had to go up north. But we don't have that problem on the north side of all of this, and we can even expand this. That's honestly not a big deal, to add a little more high voltage wire out on this side, and then we can get the connection that we need. That's probably what we're going to do. We already have the wires out here, so it would be silly not to use them. I didn't feel like this would be interesting, but I did put in the other power lines because they're necessary. So that is all ready to go now, and they should be relatively happy. So yeehaw, how's stuff going over here? It is slow, and honestly there's no good reason to not have a construction office 1 involved in this, so we're going to do that too. It's nice to see that we're getting more people in here. Hopefully that speeds that up enough. But you will never know. These guys can probably go somewhere else now. Oh, I am building a new construction office out here. I have built a new construction office out here because I knew that I wanted to do a couple things out here. Change all of you, go out there. That's nice. I can probably add them to the fuel station setup. Oh, come on. Let me go. Because, well, the excavators are not very good at being fuel efficient. What is going on over here? Why is there so much parking going on? Where are you going? Where are you not going? Why are you parked there? What's your problem? It's blue. Where are you trying to go? Where? You're trying to get to the... Oh. Yes. Yes, I did see that, and I did remove the signals that I had here a while ago. Because they were just not doing what they were supposed to do. So I took them out. We'll put you here and you here. That train will go because now that train can actually get into this distribution office. But something in the middle here was funky because at some point I just had a train parked there for a very, very long time, and that was annoying. Maybe it's fine now. Well, that's a lot of parked trains. You always got to look out for what's wrong with your setup because it's never right. That's not true. It's never right for me. Train is waiting too long. Yes, I just saw that. I'm fixing it. You guys look happy. The sewer line is doing something useful. However, this guy does not have a water connection. Well, it has one right here. But you're not going to reach that far. Yeah, you're going to reach to there, but then that's probably it. So, we need a substation in here somewhere. That's not surprising. Shouldn't be, at least. Let's see. I would like a water substation. Yes. And the water, I know exactly where the water is coming from. And if we put this right in the middle here, it should cause absolutely no issues. Big water line, yes. Where do we have a connection? We have one here that's already a switch. I'm just questioning if I want to put another switch in there, or if I want to leave it. I think I want to put another switch in there, probably in this general area. So let's get a little bit removed, get me another water switch. The danger with switches is pretty simple. After a while, you just don't have enough water. You have the water pressure, but you don't have enough water to actually switch anymore. So that's something that I have to watch out for, because, again, the biggest line that comes in is this. And if we're using more than 127 cubic meters for this area, then you're just out of pressure and out of water. No, you still have pressure. You're just out of water, and that's the opposite of what you want. Okay, honestly, if that one wants to connect there, a little funk. No, there's a chance for putting a park in here, so we're just going to do that. Beautiful. That's now good to go. What else do we need? We need sewage. There's no great way to connect a lot more sewage into that area, and I understand that. So, I think... I'm stopping briefly because you cannot build anything over these guys. And if I build a bridge there, construction vehicles can't go over it. So that won't help. That won't help at all. What I need is, well, can I connect to this guy? Probably. A sewage discharge is negligible. However, there's a big mountain here, and if I put the sewage through the mountain, it's just going to cost a lot of money. That's not good either. So I guess I have an alternative to start building a road just out here. And if I put the discharge somewhere in this, well, I can still put it here. Let's put the discharge here if I can make it happen right now. I wouldn't be surprised if I just moved the excavators that I needed to actually make this happen. Can't be on one. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. Just let me. This is always the same problem. It's not doing what I want it to do. So I think I just have to invite another small construction office crew out here so that I can actually put all the things in that I want to put in here. It's a little annoying, but I guess I still have a couple free ones. One free one to build. So that's what we're going to use. You want to here? Yeah, why not? Dirt road. Sounds great. Give me a couple excavators, and then we are in business. Sure, just do these. It will be just fine. Okay, what is next? Did we spend enough time to get... Well, we're halfway through. That's not nothing. I'm not doing anything with the iron right now. That is something I should probably think about. But I really, at this point, I don't want to set up a steel production line. It's not quite right. So... how are things with you guys? 52%, 58%. I mean, it's probably too soon to tell. That's what it comes down to. How's this one? Yes. When the next metro is done, we'll just do the thing. I already said that, and that's what's going to happen, and that's great. Where is my train? Where are you? Who is... would expect... Oh, you're importing some stuff. That's nice. You are importing one wagon full of something. That is some... Huh. What? Oh. You remember how I said earlier that these don't fit? They pretend like they fit. In reality, they're 32 meters in length. Okay? I wonder a thing now. They're 32 meters in length. Why is that train doing that? This is 50 meters. With the other train attached, this is probably too long. What are you doing? You're doing... What the... What? I don't understand. Why are you doing that? Don't do that. That also makes me think, let's check really quick. Do we have grain there? Do we have food? We have food here. We just don't have any grain. That means we have food there too, so that's fine. But yes, I think the train that I have there is too long to actually get anyone picked up there. So diesel locomotive. Do we have anything shorter? 17 meters, 22 meters, 18 meters, 17 meters, 19. Okay. Maybe if I get one of these, it will let me pick up the tram from the thing. Technically, it'll be really weird if it lets you, like, buy trams that are in the end too big to be picked up from that customs house, because that's the whole point of the knowing how long something is, right? So we'll see how this works. You can all do your thing. That's cool. I'm semi-considering doing something with this that I've seen. Where are we? We're at 41 minutes. We're going to build all of this. What else do we need for this thing? We need a kindergarten. That is pretty self-explanatory, and that can probably go in a relatively safe place. I think that is too far away, but I think out here... actually putting a kindergarten here, because kindergarten is definitely one of the buildings that does not require a road connection. So I kind of like putting the kindergartens off to the side like this, just because. We don't need any of that. We don't need a school. We shouldn't need an orphanage. We shouldn't need a hospital. We shouldn't need any of that stuff. Maybe some of those. No. A pub? Yeah, a pub would be fine. A cinema, maybe. Sport, probably. No, but honestly, that's the whole point of this city. I don't want to give them everything that they want. Just enough of what they might want. We probably want a direct footpath connection to this bus stop, because that's another public transport option, and we don't want to exclude people from taking public transport. Put that one there, get you built, and there you go. Okay, what's the next thing that we want to do? I am thinking about it. I am very much thinking about it. We have everything moving. It is July. Iron. Let's look at our numbers, shall we? We shouldn't have any loans anymore. That's good. Domestic production. What are we doing last year in production? We are producing a lot of bauxite. Cool. Made 33 million off of that, probably, approximately. Raw bauxite, about double that. Interesting. I think this is a good indicator for the bauxite makes about this much more money. It's not a one-to-one, but it's pretty close. Look at all that traffic down here. Then food. Yes, we are producing food, and we're probably producing more than we're consuming. And that should be fine. Uranium oxide, that's nice. Look how much money that makes. Coal, uranium ore, crops. Obviously, this is not sufficient. Simply because it's not a 1-to-1, it's a 1-to-2 ratio. So if I would up my crops, maybe that would be better. Power is fine, gravel, boards, iron ore, wood, sure. Yeah, looks fine. What's our consumption of resources in industries? We are consuming 9,000. So, okay, that makes sense. It's about double what we saw. We're consuming this. We're producing all of this raw bauxite. That's good. Uranium ore, yes. Consuming a little bit of steel. This is for producing metals, I think. Ore, chemicals, water, coal. Nothing big. Nothing big, because really the only one that's big we're producing, and that is our main export. So that's good. Construction, yes, steel, but only 700 tons. It's not a huge deal, and I don't see a lot of constructioning happening in the near future. Not a tram setup like this, so that can just stay over there. Vehicle fuel, 3,000 tons, 1.5 million. In the grand scheme of things, I'm producing 79 million of goods, and cost me 1.5 million to make that. That is not bad. Now let's look at the big hitters. Water. That is very surprising. I did not expect to see water at the top of this list, but there it is. Luckily, we're producing that. Can you imagine if we actually had water and sewage drains where you have to worry about this? There'll be something. Electronics, 222 tons. Food, we are producing 1,000 more than what we're consuming, which means our food production is going near the limit, which is actually surprising, because I think that is more a function of this is empty more often than it should be. So I probably should set up a dedicated train that just parks here. What are you doing? That just parks here, that has the that just brings crops more often. Just one train is relatively safe. Once you get into 2 trains set up, you may run into an issue. Where's our buddy? The blue one is not here yet. Okay, but electronics is a big one. We're definitely not doing anything with that, and it's only costing us 5 million at the moment. But the number here is really small. This meat, yes, we could produce that, but to have a good meat setup takes so much material, so many people, so much space, so many more crops, which means a lot more traffic everywhere. It's not great. It's not great. Clothing, small number, just like electronics. We're consuming just a little bit more. This is an option. We could do something here. Consumption of resources, it should tell us what chemicals are, because technically water, chemicals are related, but I understand why they don't have that together. Power, yes, we're producing that. Alcohol, not really big bumps. So electronics is our biggest bump. What do we need to produce 222 tons of electronics a year? That should be pretty easy to be answered. Not mechanical, electronics, electric components factory. This one builds electric components, and electronics assembly is building the electronics. We can make 3 tons per workday. Okay, in a month, that's times 30, so 90 tons of electronics per work month. Times 12 is 900. Almost 1,000. About 1,000 tons of electronics a day with one electronic assembly hall. So just one of these would get us what we need, but look at what we need for this to actually function. We need 2 tons of electronic components, okay, which are produced in one of these. Great. We need 3 tons of plastic plus 2 tons of plastic in this thing, so 5 tons of plastic to make these run together. Okay. Are we going to produce that, or are we going to buy that? Let's see. This will be under chemicals. Miscellaneous, maybe? Gravel, clothes, wood, construction? No. Metallurgy? No. Advanced industries. Would have expected you to be down here, but I also know chemicals. There, plastics factory. We need 5 tons. So one of these produces enough plastics for 1 electronic assembly hall and 1 electronics factory, but we need 3 tons of chemicals and 27 tons of oil. The oil I can ignore, but 3 tons of chemicals, what do we need for that? We need effectively 3 to 4 of these chemical plants, which then need crops, oil, wood, water. Okay, I don't hate this. I will say I don't hate this, because to build one electronics components, we have to do all of these other things. To be fair, to build one electronic component, we have to get all these other things produced, means there's such a long chain, so many people involved, that maybe paying for electronics is not the stupidest thing we can do. But I'm not okay calling that as a given yet. So let's look at this again. I would like, well, let's just see the price. So electronics to plastic is almost 1-to-1. Electronics to plastic is 2/3, and mechanical components for electronics is also 2/3. So let's see what that does in pricing. Our current price list, our current price list is obviously right here, and we need plastics. Plastics are 5,500 per ton. Electronics are 2,300. So, okay, 5,500. Let's take that off of here, which is about 18,000 now. Got it? Cool. Times 3. Okay, this times 3 is 69,000. Call it 70,000. Times 3 is the 70,000. Plastics is 15,000. It's rounding, okay? So we're at 45,000. 45,000 for electronics is still what we have to pay for 3 tons. If we add mechanical components, we need 2 tons. That's 10,000. We're now at 35,000. And I'm just trying to do the simple math to see how much extra we pay by buying our own electronics right now. So we're at 35,000 if we do mechanical components, which are about 10,000. And we still need electrical components, which are right here, 17,000, 2 tons. We were at 35,000. If we do this times 2, that is 35,000. So there's nothing to be gained by just building an electronics factory and importing all the things that we care about. Got it? Would you agree with that? I would. That's the math here, because electronics is really just a sum of all the components that go into it. That's actually good to know. I didn't know that. Very interesting. So if I want to do this, I cannot just build an electronics factory and do that. This guy, however, electronic components, again, that is 17,000. We have a 3 tons of electronic components to 2 tons of plastics. Okay. So 3 times 17 times 18 almost. It's 30 plus 24 is 54,000. Okay. Plastic is 2, just approximately. So that gives us 45,000. 45,000, got it. That's not terrible. And then 2 tons of steel. Steel is really not that much. That expensive. Call it 3,000. So we're at 45,000 minus 6,000 gives us 39,000, and then 1.7 tons of chemicals. I don't expect you to be that expensive. Make it 2 tons. We are now at minus 10,000 rubles for the chemicals, so 29,000. Making electronic components is totally worth it, because we make 29,000 on each production run. Just simple math on that. So maybe we start with this one and work our way up and try to get all the other pieces of materials in there. Plus, we can use electronic components to get our electronics assembly done. That is very nice. We still have to find a place to actually do such a thing. Technically, there's a lot of space over here. Practically, there's no good way for me to get there, because I cannot tunnel off a tunnel, I don't think. See? I suppose I could put another line here that just runs parallel to this tunnel, and that comes out on the other side. How bad is that? If I want you to come out here, Q, 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 Q. Okay. And then I would like you to come out here, ideally. Give me the grid lines, because I don't want to come out in the mountain. I would like to come out in a better place. So this, yeah, tunnels above the terrain. That's the whole point of this. You don't like this. Okay. Underground more. There. Come up. E is up, Q is down. This is a little annoying because the tunnel itself has to come out at some point, right? So just let me do this. E. Tunnel is above the terrain at some stage. Of course it is. It's supposed to. Oh. Has to be somewhere. Come on. Anyways, that is something I could do. And then I can probably have another tunnel effectively come in here. Oh, come on. Come on, game. There you go. Nope. What is it doing? There should be another tunnel here that I can... Why? That I can use. No, it's so complicated. I'm pretty sure that this is a thing I can do though. So let's just assume that I can. Let's take this back all the way here. Connect you to this. Doesn't... Yeah, there's probably some connection there. And plus there's another tunnel that already goes through there. But I'm pretty sure that I can put a tunnel here that make that work. Got it. Okay. So that's nice, which means I could use this area out here to do the thing that I want to do. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. There's also a lot of space out here. This looks more like farmland. I can fill in this lake and then have more farmland. That doesn't feel bad at all. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, but not today. We're going to do that next time. One crane is here. That's fancy. Oh, I think the other one's maybe working somewhere. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build that. Looks like you are just about done, which is wonderful. 73% happiness is okay. Oh, you're now counting as this. That's stupid. 17,600, that's fine. 1,500 workers, so the number adjustments that I did earlier really didn't do anything. Cool. Pretty simple. Not every episode from here on out is going to be super involved. I will maybe pick a couple more exciting ones, but I wanted you to know what my mindset is. I do want to build a couple more things. I have this whole peninsula out here that I want to do something with. I have this big thing over here that I want to do something with. Honestly, I don't know yet. You just followed how much goes into building your own electronics from scratch. There are a lot of industries, including steel, including a lot of other things, and maybe that's the goal for right now, for the next phase, because the city, to know if it works or not, is going to take me 5 years to sort of figure out. And I'm fine with that. Just going to take a little while. And everything else is up in the stars. Is this thing here yet? Where is my blue little locomotive? Where did it go? How did you get stuck somewhere is really the real question. Oh, you're still sitting here. I am... No. Wait a second. It's this one. This is what I want. Maybe I clicked the wrong button earlier. That would make sense and would totally be something I do. But there you go. There's a lot more to do. I don't know if the frequency may change a little bit or what's going on, but for right now, this is what we have. Did they complete the sewage line? Yes, they did. Wonderful, which means the kids should be happier. That's about it. Yeah, that's what I got. Hope you like it. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.